Hello, kia ora, g'day. I'm Philip Duncan from Weather Watch TV on YouTube with your 7-day Australia-only forecast, and all eyes are on the Southern Ocean because this big storm down near Antarctica is about to dredge up this big southerly, and it's going to spread right across Australia over the next 4 or 5 days with a big temperature drop for some places and some snow coming back to the ski fields and snow falling on the hills and ranges around Tasmania as well. Frosty weather is also going to go as far north as Queensland, and temperatures are dropping across the entire continent, although still some summer temperatures with the 30 degrees over in parts of Western Australia and the Northern Territory. So let's try and make sense of what is about to come through and what is changing. So first of all, the rain that's been lingering around the east is moving further away, although a new low is going to form in the Tasman that could drive some of it back in again. Even if it's just a bit of cloud and only a few showers, we're not totally done with this system out to sea. But the main feature, this cold front right here, coming into places like Adelaide, then it'll move into Victoria and Tasmania. So Adelaide, you're going to have rain coming through on Thursday and your maximum temperature around 14 degrees. Worth noting that for Adelaide for the next week ahead, 13 or 14 is about as warm as it gets. But a little bit more warmth, you've got to head up to the Queensland area. Longreach, for example, inland here, 27 degrees for you on Thursday, dropping down to 12 degrees and a sunny week ahead. And over in Nowra near Sydney, 13 degrees is your maximum temperature on Thursday, down to 8 with a mostly dry day on the way. So Friday sees the cold front move into Victoria, into New South Wales and into Tasmania. Tassie will get the most of the rain and snow as it comes in later on, especially towards night time. There'll be snow on the mountains and ranges, the hilltops for example, and then that snow also comes in around the Alps and goes further up the Blue Mountains. It won't be a huge amount, but there's a little bit in there. Friday is generally a cooler day for most of Australia, but that heat still remains up here to the north. And so if you want to get some hot weather in Western Australia, head over to 80 Mile Beach. It gives New Zealand's 90 Mile Beach a run for the money. And your temperature over there, 33 degrees, 18 degrees the overnight low. So 18 degrees up here is the overnight low, but 18 is the maximum for Perth. That's why I love Western Australia. It reminds me of New Zealand with temperatures. The top's warm, the bottom part often quite a bit cooler, and that is certainly the case here on Friday. So into the weekend, and the blue line, keep an eye on that. That is, it says 5,400, that's measuring the air pressure high up in the atmosphere, basically where planes fly. And what this does is it shows us as weather forecasters how cold this change actually is. Is it just coming along the surface of the planet, making us feel a little bit cold here on the ground or on the sea surface? Or is it taking a much bigger bite out of the atmosphere? And what you'll see here with this blue line is it will spread all the way up into Queensland as we go through the weekend and the start of next week. And that means that the storm down here is dredging up a properly cold wintry change for you. So Saturday, Sydney showers, 16 degrees for you. Whyalla over here in South Australia, 16 degrees for you also and dry. And Hobart, your maximum just 10 degrees, dropping down to 2 or 3. I think you'll get a little bit of snow on Mount Wellington. So by Sunday, the blue line comes on in and temperatures are dropping further as a result of that. You'll feel the colder airflow coming in straight off the sea for many of these places. So temperatures are down, a bit of wet weather returns to South Australia and into the western side of Victoria. Otherwise, many other places are dry, although a few showers do appear for some of the populated regions just to the southern coastline of Western Australia. Canberra, 11 degrees for you on Sunday, not overly warm. Check out your overnight lows, -2 to -5 coming through for you on Sunday night. Into Monday, the cold creeps further up, gets closer to Queensland. It's a cold day as those southerlies blow in from off the Southern Ocean. So wintry weather across Tasmania, wintry weather through a big part of the mountains as we go through into Monday. Temperatures are down for everybody. Thredbo, +1, down to -1, and you got snow showers in the forecast. Sunday night, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, it carries on with those snow flurries around the Thredbo area, the ski field area. And if you're down in Tasmania, Dover in Tasmania, just 8 degrees for you and snow on the hills and ranges around you. Let's go to Tuesday. Still got the wintry southerly coming in, now pushing into Queensland. Still cold, snow flurries where they should be. Cold southerlies coming into all of these locations along the southern coastline here. So the red line at the top here measuring the tropical warmth is getting pushed further northwards. Few showers just in here around the coastline of Queensland, nothing too major in there by the looks of it. Otherwise, many places are dry outside of the southerly here in the southeastern corner. Texas, Queensland, 13 degrees for you, down to 0, which means frosts are coming into Queensland as we get into the start of next week. And Dubbo in New South Wales, 11 degrees your maximum, and your overnight low will be 2 degrees here on Tuesday and when you wake up on Wednesday. So you can see the blue line going up, the red line's gone. It has completely vanished off the screen for the first time this year. That means it is going to be slightly cooler. Up in Darwin, you're going to have to put the sweater on, the hoodie on. It's only 29 degrees. I don't know how you'll cope. The overnight low is 16. That's also down a little bit way up here, thanks to the southerly flow coming in across the eastern half of Australia for you. And also Roma in Queensland, 14 degrees for you and down to 2 degrees. So we are certainly seeing frosty weather building up along the eastern side. Still more showers, especially in Melbourne and on the west coast of Tasmania. Adelaide getting a few showers as well. So rainfall wise, the good news is we're seeing more of that gold and yellow showing up in places where we want it to. For example, South Australia, Victoria and Tasmania. So you're in that sort of 15 to 35 millimetre mark over the next several days. And those of you in the east who are sick and tired of the rain, the good news is you're not getting very much. So you're down on the very lower end of the scale, but not much rain once you go past the halfway mark. Most of the northern half of Australia still staying mostly dry. That is all from me, but before I go, even got the sound on with this one today, flying over Rockhampton in Queensland. And beautiful day here when we came over it, and you've got a beautiful week of weather on the way, unless of course you actually do need rain. In this case it's probably not the best forecast, but you've got a few thunderstorms around today. Otherwise it is sunny with temperatures around 19 to 26. That sounds ideal to me. If I was taking a holiday, it'd be a good spot to head to. Lovely area, and I enjoyed flying in there on Flight Sim the other day. So hello to everybody in Rockhampton. That is all from me. Just a reminder again, we're not back for the rest of this week. We'll see you again on Monday once that southerly has properly arrived.